What's up guys, so like always when a new DLC character is released, there is always an update that coincides with it. So in this video, I'll go into depth on all the changes that came in update 2.41 and also talk about some things that aren't mentioned in the patch notes. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to support the channel, and stay tuned at the end of the video for my thoughts on the major W's and L's of this update. Alright, bet. So off rip, the three major updates outside of the balance patches are the new DLC Konohamaru, the new Sand Village map, and most importantly the new report system. Let's talk about the report system first. In order to report someone, at the end of the match at the bottom of the screen, you will see a prompt indicating which button you can press depending on your console to access the report menu. Here you have all the names of the recent match. As for the balance patch, the first change is a universal adjustment to when you charge your ninjutsu that are on cooldown. Basically, when you charge a single jutsu, you get a 1.25 multiplier. So if you're charging a 15-second ninjutsu, it will be around 12 seconds instead. This is the same multiplier that you will get if you charge both ninjutsu at the same time. However, if you start charging both ninjutsu and then switch to only one ninjutsu, you will get a 1.5 multiplier. So if you're charging a jutsu again that is 15 seconds, it will now be 10 seconds. Next up, we have attack types. The attack types per usual received a buff this time around, since there's a new DLC out. We all know who the favorite is at Soleil. Anyways, Leap Whirlwind does more damage now and knocks opponents further away. So instead of being a combo starter, now Whirlwind is like dynamic entry in the sense that you smack your enemy away. This could be great for wall splats and whatnot, but some attack mains might see this as a nerf at first. Following that, we got Tornado High, and the tornado afterwards tracks the enemy's location super well. Think of the tracking similar to like Hazan Strike, and if the head misses, that laser beam will still follow. It's basically what the wind does, so it's much easier to combo into. A welcome buff even if it is on attack types. For us range main, Severing Wave has a faster cast time, so it's more user friendly, especially in the air. However, I feel because it's quicker, the water slice from left to right feels a lot shorter than before, meaning it doesn't cover as large an area as before. Even though this buff is welcome, I don't think this move is getting popular anytime soon. For Summoning Blade Dance, they adjusted what jutsu and ninja tools are affected by the debuff this jutsu has. Time will tell what exactly was changed on this, but basically the debuff on Blade Dance shuts off all buffs to an enemy. But there were some buffs that you could get, like for example, when you substitute, you'd still get a speed buff if you were running Swift Step. My guess is that they added jutsu with conditions like that, or they could have taken away jutsus with conditions like that. But right now it's difficult to say. Defense types received two buffs as well. First, the Water Surge on Thunderclap Arrow is a lot faster, so you'll be able to be more offensive with this move in the neutral, even without setup. It's not foolproof, but the buff is super dope. They also made Indra's arrow track better. It's still not a guaranteed kill though like Massive Rasen Shuriken, but you'll be able to lock down your enemies in the right settings, especially in close spaces. It still charges forever long though, so don't expect to see it often. Finally, the heal types following the patch model received two buffs as well. Chakra Scalpel is a beast now. It has improved tracking and faster lunging speed, so it is like the ultimate counter move. You still have a short hitbox though, so if an opponent is moving away from you, you won't be able to catch them. They gotta be moving towards you or standing still. This buff is crazy good though, maybe too good. Crimson Drizzle breaks shields now, but it isn't foolproof. Crimson Drizzle has a sweet spot that can basically do what Kurama Twin Impact does, which is everything. Unblockable armor breaker that destroys shields and players underground, but like I said, you gotta hit the sweet spot to get these effects, which depends on you and your opponent's internet connection, unfortunately. Alright, before we get into the hidden changes, let's discuss the last few changes in the balance patch. First, unprovoked, they nerfed the heal tags, and while we all agree we can see this coming eventually, this tool was the least of our worries when it came to nerfs. But I get it, heal tags is the best tool in the game. Now there can be shine to the Halloween candy and other methods of healing. Next, and probably the most exciting patch of this update, Time Space Hop received a much needed nerf. Don't get it twisted though, it is still the undisputed best substitution in the game. They only reduce the amount of ninjutsu reduction you get, but like I said, you will still see this sub a majority of the time. Now that we have the patch notes covered, let's go over some changes we found that weren't mentioned here, starting with Angelic Advent. Right now there's a weird glitch with it, at least when I used it offline, where I could no longer throw any shuriken. My character would do the animations for it, but nothing came out. This may be due to the change of how the shurikens are thrown now. You aren't able to use your ninjutsu button to throw the shuriken anymore, but you will be able to use your light and heavy attack for the double throw, or your ninja tool button for the single shuriken spam. Not a major change, but recognize that there may be a glitch attached to it. And finally, as the title of the video suggests, Imperial Wrath, more recently known as Reverse Scale, has gotten the nerf I've been asking for. Now, while the move is still over the top training wheels, this nerf was much needed. Before, when the move came out, the description stated that you would be completely immune to ninjutsu and ninja tools when charging. The only thing that could affect you was secret techniques. However, after you charged, you got this weird immunity buff to where no ninjutsu affected you as long as you still had the second activation available. This was honestly the more annoying part about Imperial Wrath, because even if you somehow managed to dodge the charge, you still could not properly counter with your ninjutsu because the player was immune. However, this patch fixed that. Now the immunity to ninjutsu and ninja tools are only on the initial lunge, so after you dodge the attack, you can counter with your ninjutsu, a major step in the right direction and by far my favorite update in this balance patch. Overall, the biggest W's in my opinion are the report button, the new map, and the Imperial Wrath nerf. The biggest fumble though is the change to time space hop, which didn't really do much, and the heal tag, because there was definitely other things that need to be addressed more than this. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about the update. Also, did you find something else that wasn't mentioned in this video or the patch notes? Appreciate you guys for coming through, and shout out to all my channel members. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.